So to recap, last time you guys went back to at the you guys brought back Adrian, and you went to see Zara, and you found out that she's been dead for quite a while. So she gave you. You guys ended up pretty much beheading Adrian, as I recall, because you wanted to let her spirit rest. So she noted that there was another item on you guys'. I don't remember who was carrying it, but there was another item on one of your characters. It was a brooch, and she said one of her friends. Look at his name.
I opened the foot blocker that was in, but somebody else grabbed it.
I mean, yeah, any person can have it if you guys don't remember who has it. Alright, that she has a friend who has a pawn shop down the street named Eldarin, who might be able to give you an idea of who this brooch belongs to. So right now, the condition of the city is everyone's still sort of rioting. There's a lot of havoc going on because after you guys captured Gadrin, you found out that the king was dead, and it's causing a lot of ruckus in the streets. People are kind of just going crazy. Guards are having trouble keeping the city under wraps and keeping people calm. See anything else important that you guys have found out? That's pretty much it. So yeah.
So I feel like we should probably try to find out why L9 Hells broke loose while we were trying to hunt down some small-time criminal.
It's more of it, like, in the couple of hours that we were otherwise disposed, everything went all to shit.
We haven't seen any sign that there was an organized coup or anything. Like, there's not like a brigade of troops under a different flag or something like that. So it may just be a coincidence.
Oh yeah, and there was a minor thing. Since Alnon is part of one of the major churches in the city, he actually told you guys that a couple of priests from his church were actually going to treat the king. But
yeah, we knew he was like not deathly ill, but like sick and never problems.
Like pretty much couldn't find a cure for whatever was ailing him. So
yeah,
that's something important to just remember.
Okay.
I don't believe that any of us have connections high enough to get any information of substance. So I think the pawn shop is the next path in front of us, barring any other developments.
So that's where you guys want to head to?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
That works for me. I think I can smooth talk somebody into get some information.
Well, if you run into anybody in transit.
So you guys leave her house. As you kind of leave the door, you can see that the place feels like it's getting more and more broken down. Obviously, whatever magic she was using to kind of keep it freshened up for your guys' presentation is kind of losing the fact that she's sort of leaving this mortal world. You guys start walking down the streetways. Things are still pretty hectic. Let's see. I think this is the right. Okay. Along the way, you guys stumble past a. I didn't even notice that. You guys walk past one of the apprentice shops for, young apprentice shops for some of the sorcerers in town. The door just bursts open, and then these little imps are starting to fly all around the area. They are. Someone can roll me a knowledge. Local knowledge check. And then,
Local knowledge?
yeah.
I don't know shit.
I don't even have it.
Actually, you just since you all are from here, you guys can just roll knowledge. Just roll me a d20.
Apparently I got a 5 on that, so...
You actually
I would get an 18 if I had my intelligence bonus to it. So
what you guys know of the town, since you're all from here, is that this actual place that you walked by, where the imps were flying out, it's tradition for the sorcerers to sort of conjure up creatures from other worlds, and one of the lower tier magic spells that they have to master is summoning a familiar. Most of the time they start off with imps, and it's sort of a way to show that you are able to handle magic with the knowledge that you have through your bloodlines, whether or not you're able to sort of control these little creatures. So these 5 imps are flying around, and you guys have a marketplace to your left, and then the school grounds to your right, or the school building to your right, and they're just kind of starting to cause a little bit of havoc. Some of them are grabbing the food that's on the racks, and some of them are actually harassing people. One of them actually tries to. One of them actually dives in and tries to swipe Aiden. So,
get real. This is not acceptable. This is not okay.
I don't think 11 hits your AC, so he flies in, but you kind of just dodge to the left. You can see that as he's flying by, he's cursing, some foreign tongue to you. So how would you like to address the 5 imps that are flying around? There won't be a real map for this, but
So it actually looked like he was trying to injure me, not just play around.
you're not really sure. You just know that he was getting a little too serious. To give you an idea also about the market, it's one of those markets. It's an open market, so you have the falling drapes that come down, and then you have outdoor shelf, and there's melons and lettuce and stuff like that, and cabbages.
Should we just get out of here?
I want to try something before we book it. I want to see if I can kind of ensorcel command the imps, and maybe have them just go convince them to go spy for us. Actually, to go look ahead. They're imps, so maybe I'm hoping they're built to summon with the purpose of commanding. I'm not sure if that's a particular kind of magic, but I'm willing to put my spellcastery to the test and see if I can, holler, imps, I command you to do my bidding and seek out chaos along the path ahead. Mess with anyone who messes with us.
Barring that, I suggest we smack it with a large stick.
I just don't really care. Don't let the damn wizard or whatever the hell he is clean up his own mess.
Just give it a shot. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen?
You all end up
You
dead.
just said that.
So I both literally and one step removed do not know what I am doing here, Chris.
Okay. So I wasn't, yeah, 'cause I wasn't sure if you were going to use a spell to try and do it, or if you wanted to try and...
I could attempt to, hex them, but I was just going to see if, heck, a knowledge arcana check, even just to see, is it possible to come, are the imps looking for, because I think the imps can summon beings that are there to do a job,
Yeah. So try a spellcraft check.
Okay.
Okay. So...
Check out my imp link.
So with the 16, you're sort of focusing, some magical energies around your hand. You're understanding that because you as a witch have a familiar, you kind of understand how this sort of thing works.
That's my hope that I can.
So, how are you going to try and control them? And how brave are you going to be? Are you going to try and control all 5 of them?
Unless there's a boss one, I'm gonna try and bargain with them.
Okay.
And tell them that if they obey me, that I will give them demon treasures.
You're paying them off?
Yes.
Wait. Okay.
And then I will give them a rewards if they follow me, their natural master.
Little brother, I did not know that you were going to bargain with devils.
So the imps see you motion your hand, speak to them.
I'm aiming for my own heart. I could admire that.
One after one, they kind of plop down on one of the top of the market stalls. They're just on a little crossbeam, and they're looking at you, and they look at each other, and they're making hand motions to each other, trying to figure out if what you're trying to provide for them. They can tell that you have some expertise in magic, and that you may be able to actually control them and bind them, so they're a little worried that you are going to send them away. But they're still not really sure because, you're not really getting the message across.
Okay.
But at the very least, they're kind of calmed down.
It's alright, pets. It's alright. Things appear chaotic here, but there is always a place for good servers.
They're not coming with us, are they? Please tell me they're not coming with us.
Was that to me or to him?
Come and serve more hands.
Certainly, I take minor issue with this. I honestly want an our permanent employee.
Would it not be better to have them being put to a purpose than running around causing chaos in the markets?
They're still agents of chaos. You don't control them.
Oh,
Agents of evil, but not chaos.
I'm gonna attempt to express to these demons, to the imps, that what we'd really like is for them to go, I was gonna say just scout the path ahead for us and tell us where the most chaotic humans are, where the most fighting or yelling or noise is, and help us get our way to where we're going by avoiding it.
So the imps, they're still nodding to each other, looking back at you. I mean, you still have their attention. You know, some of them are like slapping or clapping their hands, looking excited because they might be able to do something. They all jump off in a synchronized way, and they start circling around you, trying to figure out what they want to do next. One of them flies up in the air, and then out of nowhere, this little drake comes by, and as he's flying up, chomp. The other imps kind of get freaked out, and they start spreading and just going off in their separate ways.
Protect yourselves, children! Protect yourselves! Let's go! They're not sticking around to see if there's more of them. I'm done making friends.
Good plan.
So you guys continue down the street.
I guess we went back to the bucket plan.
I try. I tried my hardest.
So you guys are continuing down the street. You are getting nearby where the pawn shop is. The pawn shop is about a couple houses from where you are, a couple blocks from where you are. You kind of see a giant congregation massed up, and it's kind of blocking the street. Let's see. You guys are just barely able to hear what's going on. Roll me perception and see if anyone actually hears. There's a pretty dense crowd between you and where the center of the focus is.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm looking at my feet. I'm rather close to them.
With your fingers in the ear, because here he is.
Wait, where? Where are they?
Wait, what are we rolling? Alright,
Perception.
Perception.
I'm gonna use all my decent dice on perception roll.
Okay. So I mean, it's a little dense. Elmon and Bushi are kind of like not tall enough to understand, to like hear the sounds. They're like, you hear faint. The other two hear a little bit of faint noises coming from the middle. It's men talking about how how this seems to be the end of times, and that the king dying is just an omen of where Grotus and his dark stare is going to be moving toward the town, and for all we know, this town is going to slowly wither and die, as all civilizations normally do. So, you know, everyone should just kneel and bow down to Grotus and hope that he will take you in his arms and take you first before this town withers and dies, and that you will just be a forgotten memory.
Who's Brutus? Do I know who Brutus is? Or whatever that image you're saying is? Is that a part of the pantheon that we know?
Yeah, so Grotus is considered the god of the end times. He is... Where is it? He's sort of represented by the moon, and when people look at, because like the moon's not really, it looks like the back of a skeleton's head. So the whole idea is Grotus, when he turns his eye on you, it's like the moon turns around and you see the front of the skeleton's face, and it's sort of dooming you and whoever sees this gaze.
I don't want that.
That's crazy.
That's one of the coolest end time things I've heard of in a while.
Yeah.
Crazy awesome.
You're like, I don't want this to happen, but this is cool. Oh yeah, so you see that the man that is yelling this out is going through the crowd now, and he says, "I will provide you with a blessing," and he just starts randomly blessing people on the road.
So he's a con artist.
Yeah. Can I make a knowledge religion check to see if he's actually blessing people? If he's just spelling
Yeah, go for it.
nonsense. How's that gonna go?
You can tell that he's blessing people. It doesn't seem as though he's trying to do anything shifty. Whatever. Oh yeah. So he reaches the back of the crowd where you guys are standing, and he looks to you. He eyes each one of you, and he looks down at wow, at Gal Ghul. Well, not down. He looks at Gal Ghul, and he's like, "You look like you can use a blessing." And so he starts to put his hands on your shoulders.
I probably don't like strange doom singers coming up and grabbing me, so I'm gonna push him away.
Okay, roll me reflex.
I feel like this is the part where we should be leaving.
You're seeing a lot of those today.
Sounds crazy. Crazy. So, you dodge out of the way, and then he's like, what? And he tries to hold on to you again. So roll me. What's your CMD
Look, we're
actually?
just passing through. We don't want any trouble.
What's your
Yeah,
CMD?
I'm not really trying to start a fight, but I'm trying to keep him off of me.
Oh. Okay, you'll just automatically succeed because I rolled like really bad. So he tries to trying to grab you again. He wants to hold you and give you a blessing. In reaction, you dodged again, and then you kind of made him fall forward. So he's kind of on his face now. You look toward the crowd, and you notice people are actually starting to grow ill. They sort of having rashes developing on certain parts of their body. And these are actually the people that he touched so far.
This man mean to bring the end times himself. Never mind what the city, the chaos that the city has fallen in. This man means to start his own end times now.
Oh, so he's full-blown end of the world cult type.
Maybe. As these rashes are starting to develop on people, you just see the crowd starting to disperse. Just because people are noticing, they're like just kind of, and they're trying to brush it off, and they're just starting to scream, and it's causing a little bit more panic in the streets. The crowd just starts dispersing as you just see people start to, start breaking out and falling to the ground as they're scratching themselves or trying to brush it off.
I'm gonna pull my doctor's mask out of my bag. One of those really creepy medieval bird masks, which is the sign of a doctor in this backwards town. Which it turns out, like, it actually probably does. I do believe it gives me a chance to resist disease. But I'm also a doctor. So I'm gonna if there's someone who's I can approach calmly, not like running like I'm a monster, but like approach and say like and see if I can help, if I can see, is this magical, is this poison, is this this, can I identify what it is? I'll let them handle beating this person up, but I want to make sure that like we're not at ground zero of some horrible end of times play.
So I'm gonna heal check.
I'm gonna. The priest guy, whatever he is, he's still on the ground, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna put my foot on his back, if he'll let me, and kind of not knock Nero and tell him to stay right where he is.
Okay.
And I'm looking up the doctor's mask really quickly to see exactly what it does.
I'm gonna take my cue from Kalamar and draw my weapon.
Let's see.
+1 circumstance bonus on fortitude saves.
Okay.
So, but okay.
So it's pretty much going to let you have a better chance of not catching the disease. But with the 14, you're able to detect that this is a this is a disease called the red ache, and you've heard that it's it's a rash that starts to seep into the bones after a couple of days and does damage to your actual physical being.
Oof. Oh, red egg. I've seen this. Is it, so it's it's not even a spell. It's the red egg. Is it treatable?
It's not even magical, is it? That's completely mundane.
It's not magical,
Yeah,
but
it's not magical, but like he has it and is actively trying to bless everyone with it. Put him down. He's a sick dog.
Objections?
I just kind of motion with my arrow at the guy's head.
Well, hearing no objections, I'll. I guess the elf is standing on the guy's back with an arrow. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm kind of holding him at gunpoint.
Occasionally when I've tried to do things when people are, in close proximity, it hasn't gone well. Perhaps I don't want to do that again.
So are you guys going to end him? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him right in the head if they'll let me.
What if he doesn't want you to?
He's on his back. He's like face first. His face is in the ground. At the worst, he's like going like this to try and get you off him.
Don't let that thing touch you.
I wasn't planning to.
All right.
Well, hurry up. If you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. You want me to roll attack?
On Amir? I would assume you're just gonna hit him. Just describe how you want to do this.
I'm just trying to shoot him in the head and end it quickly.
Okay.
Is he like lying still, hoping we won't kill him, or what's he doing?
He's trying to struggle to get you off of him, but in this type of position, he's not really an able-bodied person to begin with. He's a whole person, but he's not strong or anything like that. If you want to just end his life, you are quite able to.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then.
So with your foot to his back, you pull back the arrow. You release it, aiming for in the neck. The arrow pierces through, and you hear the end of the ground. You see his body start to. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you see him still kind of floundering, trying to get you off him, but it's slowly. His body slowly becomes still. Because of the panic. Let's see. Yeah, because of the panic that's going around, no one who seems to be official actually notices you, so there aren't any guards or anything that take notice.
Perhaps the fact we just executed somebody in the public should give us pause going forward.
I think that's the second of what's liable to be many at this rate.
So you pretty much got away with murder just now. Yay, bat roll.
Yeah, you want to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear that.
Are there city guards nearby?
There's some, but they're more worried about this outbreak that's going on and people running around.
I was gonna go up to them and with the doctor's mask on, and tell them that it's the red ache and to seek out the healers from the temple with all the gods. That's it.
I don't think Calamar can hear us, so maybe.
I'm sorry. I thought Calamar was back.
Can you hear us, buddy?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna,
I physically didn't hear anything that happened after I
this is Glory.
So wait, did you hear the part where you're like how he died? Oh, it's all going to shit. It's not just the town.
The curse is inside us all along.
Yeah, I've lost the several of you. You guys hear me?
Yeah, but it's starting to get like staticky. Not like staticky, it's a little robotic. But I'm just gonna probably make use more of the chat. So I think with the time that we have left, we're just mainly doing story anyways for a little bit. So
So there's nothing to cure this disease, eh?
Doesn't sound like it. So it's kind of
Everybody's sound problem?
I think it's me. I did get a lag there for a while, but
Yeah, I'm still getting slight amount of lag from.
I think that is a yes.